Hey guys, Green Leo Man here, and welcome to another episode of Simulator Saturdays. I'd like to thank all of you because I just hit 400 subscribers. Wow. But I've got some new stuff I put into the simulator, and one bad thing that happened to it. So we'll get to that, and then we'll get to a small ride video. I will do larger ride videos. I did catch the comment. But for this week, because there's so much going on with the sim, it's going to be a shorter ride video. Next week will be longer. I'll just, anything else I've done to it, I'll move it to the week after that. But without further ado, let's go. Welcome to Simulator Saturdays. Alright, so to start this video off, it's been a really long time since I've gone over what's actually in my computer, and a lot has changed. Right now I'm running an ASRock B550 Pro 4 motherboard with a Ryzen 5 3600X with a deep cool liquid cooler. My video card is a Gigabyte RTX 2080 Ti gaming OC 11 gig that has also been liquid cooled. Lots of RGB fans. I am running an ADATA 1 terabyte M2 NVMe for my drive, and I'm running 32 gig, 216 gig, 3600 megahertz sticks of Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro SL, all nestled in an ASIC case, powered by a Corsair RM1000X 80 plus gold power supply, fully modular power supply. Alright, so there's a little bit of upsetting news this week. Last week I showed you the 27 curved Samsung and the two 32 curved Samsungs, and I had another 32 curved Samsung. But for some reason, after I installed it and got it all set up and everything, it spiderwebbed across the screen and then stopped working completely. So I'm back to a 27-inch curved again, but I have plans. I'm going to get two brand new Samsung 1500Rs. These are 1800R curveds. Let me go up to the side here. You see that? They've got a little bit of a curve. The 1500Rs are like more significantly curved, but it's still going to be here. It's just the back of the monitor are probably going to be a lot closer to the wall. It'll give it more of a bowl, and then I'm going to use these two as my my two side ones. So it'll be two 1500R Samsung 32s and then two 1800R Samsung 32s coming off the sides. This is an old Turo external bay for a 2.5-inch hard drive, but I didn't like the way the LCD screen looked in the dash, just kind of sitting in a cutout hole. So I can show you the bottom of it now, what I've done. Basically, I took the frame off of the thing, like you've got the spacer here, and then the frame goes on top of that. So I took the frame off and I taped it to here, and I just finished cutting this hole right around where that goes, and then this can go over here and it can mount up, and then I can trim the sides down so that when it goes up on the sim, it sits in flush. Alright guys, there it is. Got it all mounted up and it looks good. It's got some space on it, and I got the screws in there all ready to go. Alright, so the screen's all mounted in the frame and mounted in the sim. I think it looks really good. Okay, so I've had this meter kicking around for a while, but without doing something to it, it won't show any of the sound indicators. So I built this diagram and found the parts, and here is me soldering up the parts and attaching them to the meter, and here's the result. Now, I've had to block out the music because I don't want copyrights, but as you can see, the needle's moving just great. Okay, so now I've took apart one of these old switches, the LEDs off, and wired them into the meter. So as you can see here, it's all wired up and working with the blue lights. But here, let me show you something else real quick. You can see here, we remember the original Jensen heavy duty radio I had. Then I moved to this double DIN Boss radio that didn't work out very well, and then to the JVC one that we see here. But now I can finally say that I found a radio that I'm very happy with, and I've already installed it, so let's have a look. Okay guys, there's the Sony Explode. It's all in, it's got a bezel and everything, and I also got this voltmeter finished so that when I turn on the lights, it lights up with it, nice and blue.
Alright guys, I've been searching around through all my stuff trying to find a mount for that VU meter I built. And I've got this old DSL splitter, right? So if I take the top off, you see where that line is? And I cut all this off. This is actually the right size. If we go over here, if I hold it up, it will be more than wide enough that way and more than tall enough that way to fit this meter in. So I'm going to put the meter in, and then I can have this top piece and I can just mount it wherever the heck I want to put it. I haven't quite figured that out. I think I'm actually just going to mount it in there.
So then I traced the hole and cut it out and attached it to the front of the meter. So here's how it looks now.
Okay, so I got the meter, and you know it'll be wrapped with leather at the end, so you won't see all this bottom stuff. But I got one more thing to show you before we get to the ride. Also, I don't know if Logitech did an update for the G920 wheels, but I've been able to put my 8-ball back on because there is enough force on this thing now that it just moves it without a problem. It doesn't drift down to the bottom on me anymore.
Today we are hauling a power generator 238 miles from Elko, Nevada to Salt Lake City. So without further ado, let's go.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that episode. If you did and you want to see more great content from my channel, feel free to watch this video right here. And don't forget to subscribe. Catch you on the next one.